Welcome back to another episode of Building a Mega Park. In the last episode, we finally hit episode 10 and we did some redecorating over here. We built the castle finally, and we built up this cool little Ferris wheel here. We're going to come back to this later in the episode, but in today's episode, we're going to first start with over here. So, unfortunately, the go karts are still not working. I'm going to destroy them and rebuild them. And also maybe give it a new layout and all that. I tried giving it a new layout, but it didn't really work. So I'm going to see what I can do. We're going to start right here. And if they still glitched, all that's to be unavoidable then. But we're going to see what I can do here. We're going to start by destroying all the stuff here and rebuilding the go karts. we have the finished product of the go-karts, the rebuilt ones. I have included a little small ramp here, that way the guests can just go over the track. And then I also put underground sections. And since the track is invisible, the tunnels don't show. So what I did instead was just hide them with trees. And over here, we have this big building. It sort of fits into the like mine village or whatever this you would want to call it. I call it the fishery, but I think it fits real well right here. All
Yeah.
right, and now we are going to get to the next part of the park where we are going to finish building this corner of the map here. I had an idea since we're doing a lot of temple based builds. We have Temple Run and all that. We don't really have another big eye catcher, you know. We have the big castle. So what we're going to do is I'm going to level out this corner of the map and I'm going to build the temple of the park, the giant temple. It's going to be like a giant. I have an idea to build a drop ride in it, as well as maybe either a drop ride or an elevator, and have it be like an observation area at the top. And then afterwards, we'll probably have a coaster that like wraps around it. I wanted to use the OpenRCT2 official Alpine coaster for it, and we have vehicle limits disabled, but usually it can only go like around here. But we're gonna see what I can do. We're gonna see what happens. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse. quick pause here. This Alpine coaster has been showing me difficulty. I now realize why I don't build with it that often. And it's because it is very difficult to build. The lift hills are a little bit of an eyesore, but at the same time, I mean, I don't want to destroy this pyramid. But I feel like I sort of cheats y'all out of a full episode. I mean, besides the cards and everything. So I have an idea. We're gonna build one more roller coaster for this part of the park, and it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be just a nice little coaster that fills up the rest of this space here. I'll level it out, and I had the idea to use either the looping coaster or the steel wild mouse coaster. But we'll see what I come up with. Let's see what I could fit in this spot. A little compact and a little space. It's not really gonna be that spacious, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. I also wanted to try at some point maybe a different kind of Heartline Twister roller coaster, but that'll probably be for another episode. But anyways, let's get back to the time lapse. All right, and here we have the final product. So, firstly, let's do a quick recap of what we did for this area. We first built this giant pyramid, and this giant pyramid in the middle of the corner here, or in the corner of the map here, with a nice little alpine slide around it and a elevator that takes guests up here. It's not really that popular, but guests can come up and leave whenever they want. And then over here we have the main, another roller coaster in the park. So we have two coasters in each area so far, and our coaster over here is the Curse of the Mad Guest. So it goes through various different. This time I used Ancient City scenery pieces instead of the temples, but I still tried to do some pyramids and stuff around it. So guests basically go around here and it fills up this area. I'll do some more detail work off camera, but for right now, this is pretty good. And I do say this is pretty. It's a really nice layout, a little spread out for my taste. But I'm also trying to fill in this area right here, make it fit into the uh, hillside here. So some terrain needs to be done, but I'll do that off camera. And then finally, we also did some work over here. We finally built our go-karts, which I believe just got stuck, didn't they? On camera, go-karts just refuse to work properly. I believe 14 cars is way too much, so let's just go ahead and lower that down. Well, whenever this park goes live, I'll allow everybody to fix the rides as they go along. So yeah. Besides that, though, I am very happy with how this park is coming along. We are almost at the end. This is a shorter series, but we are finishing up. I'll probably do another episode building on the hills over here for the junkyard. And then I also want to come back in a future episode and build another sort of an extension of the park over here on the water. So we did work over here on the what's it called, the boat hire off camera. I want to do another one of these of sorts over here, but that'll be for another episode. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.